What's up, guys? This is Nick Powell with Follow Session, and welcome to another episode of Texas Dirt. So the wifey and I are headed out to the lease right now. This will be our second time coming out here. The first time was about a week ago, and was it a week ago?
Yeah.
So about a week ago, and we only came out here for the day, so we didn't get to do a whole lot. But now it's deer season. I didn't get to make it into the woods for the opener here in Texas, but we are out here now. So we're gonna go see if we can get a big buck to walk out in front of us, and it'll be Nicole's first time to see a deer that's not from a car or anything like that. So we're pretty excited. But now we're on our way. We're gonna check into the hotel and hopefully get out to the lease. We'll get in the blind pretty quick. So talk to y'all in a little bit. So inquiring minds want to know, what are you excited about going out to the lease deer hunting for the first time?
I just want to see a deer close.
You just want to see a deer up close?
Not from our car.
Yeah, not from a car, not far away.
Not my first time.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal for everybody. Well,
I want them to walk away and not die.
made it to the hotel. We'll check in. Be back in a minute. Alright guys, so we are out here. We finally made it, got checked into the hotel, got all of our stuff packed on this four-wheeler somehow, but we made it and we are here. About a week or two ago, my parents came out here. My dad set up a couple of rifle setups out here. This is one of them. Picked a really good spot. This, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but this right over here looks to be a food plot of some sort. And then there's a lot of bottom right here. It just kind of drops off right on the other side of the stand here. So you can see a pretty good ways out into this bottom. And so you can see a lot, especially from an elevated platform, which is what this stand is, tripod type stand. So he picked a good spot there, Pops. It doesn't look like they're planting anything on this food plot this year, but hopefully in the coming years they'll plant something good, something on there that'll attract the wildlife, you know. But unfortunately this year they didn't. So but that's okay, because you still have a great view. Babe, what do you think about the view?
It's awesome.
She's loving it out here. All right, that's all for now. Mesquites and the cactus. Nicole is right up there. She's being my lookout, so hopefully we'll get something, but stay tuned. All right, guys, we're back at the hotel, and as you know, we sat at that stand that my dad had put up. Unfortunately, we put out some attractant. We didn't see anything. I had Nicole post up in the tripod, and I was brushed in a nearby tree, and
nothing came in that I could see, but Nicole saw a bunch of deer and she was super stoked about it. What did you think about your first time?
It was awesome.
First experience out there in a target-rich environment.
It was awesome.
She enjoyed it. She's hooked now. She actually got busted by a little tiny bug that ended up smelling her, but so she understands all the scent control and everything else now. So we got another hunter on our hands. But anyways, we had a good time. We're gonna see what tomorrow holds. Stay tuned to find out. Hey, what's up, guys? So this is morning number 2. We didn't really film getting ready and getting out of the hotel because we were running a little bit late. But we made it out here just in the nick of time. There hadn't been any movement yet, really. But it's nice and cool and crisp this morning, really calm, so we should be in good shape. Right now I got some coyotes howling. I don't really know if y'all can even hear that, but there's some coyotes howling over to the east of us, so stay tuned. Hopefully we can get some on camera, get a good kill shot for you. Okay, here's a little update. So we've been sitting here for about 2 hours, and we had a couple of little bucks come up. One little 4-point. The other one was an 8 on one side. He had 4 points on one side, and he had on his right side was just one straight unbranched antler, which in Texas is a legal cold bug. So you either have to shoot one that has an inside spread of above 13 inches, or they have to have one unbranched antler. And this guy, he was the perfect cold bug. So I confirmed it with Sam, confirmed it with my dad, and both of them said, go ahead and shoot him, he needs to go. So I stuck an arrow in him. He ducked pretty good when I shot, so the shot was a little bit high, but I think I might have hit top of his lungs at least. So we're gonna give him a little bit, and then we're gonna go see if we can track him. So wish us luck.
So we're on the blood trail for the buck that Nick just shot his bow at. He was standing right by this tree, and we're not really seeing any blood tracks right here, but we do see his tracks, that's for sure. And we know he took off that way just from the video that I shot. So we're gonna start heading through and see if we can find him.
All right, we found our first blood right here.
Finally.
We're gonna mark a waypoint so we know where we're at.
Show us where you want to see.
Not the best blood you want to see, but
Right.
there is some. I don't know if you can see it right here.
You can. The stick is poking
So,
me.
and he's dripping pretty consistently, so we're just gonna follow this trail and maybe we'll find our arrow. Hopefully find him.
We'll see.
Hey, what's up guys? So, have some bad news. We started blood trailing and we blood trailed him for probably 300 yards back in really thick stuff. Didn't get much of it on camera, but you guys saw the shot. Shot looked a little high. We didn't end up finding him, and unfortunately we have other responsibilities. Eventually the blood trail just kind of petered out and it was dripping the whole way, and so it was a very difficult blood trail to begin with, but we blood trailed all we could and didn't end up finding him. So we had to pull out, go check out of the hotel, and then we got to get home. Unfortunately we have some other responsibilities, some babies that we got to take care of, unfortunately for the circumstance. But this is a good learning opportunity, a good teaching moment as well for all of our followers and everybody watching. It happens to all of us, you know. Bad shot. I aimed right on the money, but you know, the buck just ended up ducking a little too far, and it hit him right in no man's land. I don't think it nicked the lung at all, but it just hit right in the right spot to where all he did was drip blood. Anyways, so lessons learned here, that I don't really know what to say. I'm kind of speechless and sick to my stomach, a little frustrated at myself as well, because it wasn't the most solid shot that I could have taken, but it happens to all of us, and that helps a little bit, but it still doesn't feel better. Anyways, but yeah, some bad news. Unfortunately, we're going home empty-handed, so we'll learn from it. We'll get better and won't do it again, but learning opportunity. So just take the most solid shot you can. It's a good lesson to learn, but anyways, just wanted to give you guys an update so it didn't just end on the blood trail, but we're headed out now. So all in all though, guys, I feel like it was a good trip. Other than the lost deer, I feel like we had a really good time out here, and Nicole saw more deer in these 2 days than she had in her entire life, you know, up this close in the wild. And so it's a successful trip. She's talking now about wanting to get a bow, get a hunt license, and everything else. So we got another hunter on our hands, so I'm excited about that, to get her in the woods again. So it's a good time. Just wish we would have had a better outcome, but you know what, happens to all of us, and all we can do is do better next time. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks. And I know this wasn't the outcome we were all hoping for, but me especially. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this little series me and Sam got going. This piece of property is awesome, and I'm really looking forward to see what else it has to offer when the rut hits and later when it gets really cold. So as you can see, it's still pretty warm because it's about 11 o'clock in the morning and it's almost 85 degrees already. So still a little warm for deer moving, but we're really looking forward to seeing what this season holds. Hopefully, you know, I guess it can only get better from here, but anyways, we'll see you guys on the next one.